So today we got the iPhone XS Max. We're going to be replacing the screen. Customer actually had the screen pop totally off when she dropped it there. I'll show you. And from what I can tell, it looks like it just came right off the frame. So I'm going to have to remove that frame to do this repair. Otherwise the replacement screen is not going to fit in it. Now I've got it on my little heat pad here, but I don't really need to heat this up. It should be fine. So let's go ahead and just get the frame screws out first. Way up here. Alrighty. Since I'm not really worried about the screen, I'm not going to stress about the heat. It's really not that big of a deal. I'd like you to be able to see this here. Should come right up. No big deal. You are going to want to watch out for those cables on this end, but I've never had an issue with them. How about that? And I'm a little worried because just really getting nothing off the screen, although it does look like it's a pretty low quality screen that she has in here. I think it was a replacement, and so I'm just going to assume that the screen is just totally dead, because I do get vibrations from the phone and, you know, it reacts. Alright, there we go, there's the frame. Alright, got it. A bit better view there. Okay. That's more like it. Looks like we're missing some screws here. Okay, well, it looks like I'll have to replace some of the screws, but it's alright. Not a big deal. Oof, the frame really just pops all over the place. Alright, well, let's get this sucker off. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws on this guy. 2 screws here, and we're going to remove the brackets and then get the battery disconnected. Oh, tri-tip on that one. Missing most of those screws, unfortunately. I have some extras. I'll probably be able to replace them for her. Gotta wonder who she took it to that would not even throw all the screws back in like that. It's not right. Excuse me. You guys see what I'm doing here? Zoom in for you. There we go. I just kind of try to make the shape of the bracket that it's coming off of so I can keep them lined up, the screws. And that bracket was missing yet another screw on the end. Pretty wild. Okie dokie, artichokey. Excuse me again, sorry. Okay, here we go. So there is the battery flex. Right along there. Go ahead and just pop that bad boy off. Like so. Let me see if I can get you guys a little bit better. Alright. Okay. I hope that's a little bit better. Okay, so now we can go ahead and just disconnect that screen. That is one rough screen. Wow. Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen them come off the frame like that. Not good. That could be a little tricky. You little bugger. Jeez. They must have left that in there when they did the repair. Okay, now let's just get it taken off, I guess. Adhesive going on here. There we go. Okay. So there's the frame. Let's see if we can get this back under the battery. Alright, so we got that frame out. Let's start moving over the proximity sensor. Okay. It's kind of weird doing this with the frame separated from the screen. This thing came all the way off. Usually when they pop off, it's only like partially off, not completely torn off. So I don't know if that happened in the fall or if the customer just went ahead and pulled it off or what that's all about. Weird, weird, weird. go. Let's just get this nice and lined up here. Just so you guys can see. And so what I'm going to do here is just, we've got two parts. Got like a little, let's see. Yeah, so we got if I can just get this to focus. There we go. Alright, so we got to get that in that slot. That over here. It's that simple. Just line them up. As you can see, it just goes right in there. It's not difficult. You see there? I'm just going to lay that on top and get the screws back in there to hold everything in place. And that'll be that on the proximity sensor. I get one screw in just to hold it there. Probably get some of this. Get out of my little screw. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get this protective cover off because I don't want it to get stuck behind the thing. Should come off. It's weird. There we go. Okay. Alright. Be really careful when touching the back of these things, because you can break them so easily. And now this screen I've already tested, but when you order these, you're always going to want to get that on video, you know, the testing. Okay. Get that back in there. Just open the box on video. That's what I do. And then go directly to the phone, turn the phone on, plug the battery back up, turn it on. Comes on great. If not, then you have proof that you did not do that. That thing just doesn't want to line up. These are all tri-screws. Okay, looks good. Let's pop it back in the phone. Know where my doohickey went. There it is. I just use that just to kind of lean it up against, you know. I don't want to risk pulling the cables or anything crazy. Okay, got that in. Very good. This guy just kind of tucks in between, in the little chasm there between the battery. A little tricky getting it in there, but it's not bad. Alright, so everything's plugged up. Let's get the battery plugged up and we can put the covers back on. Alright. Looks good. And just for reference, so we got the battery here. One screen connector, two screen connectors. Make sure that's on there good. And there's the proximity sensor connector. Stay zoomed in a little bit there. Okay. Alrighty. And I'm gonna have to hunt down a couple screws, I think, for this guy, but I'll get the ones that I had back on there for now. Okay, there's one down, one to go. I think this one only had like one screw in the actual phone, amazingly. And he only puts one screw back. That's crazy. Is that right? Let's take a better look at this. Well, there we go. Guess I had it backwards. Okay. Alright, so there's one. Let's see here. Pull some out of my extras here. I always keep a couple extras, you know, around. That'll fit. Go. Yeah, there are a couple that are a little bit longer on this guy, so I don't know if the guy like tried to put them in and maybe they fell out or what happened there, but it happens. Especially when you take a phone to a different person every time, and eventually you're gonna get somebody that just doesn't know what they're doing. Or okay, so it looks like we got two of the slightly larger millimeter. I think that's right. I want to say like 0.5 millimeter maybe. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, that won't work either. I'll tell you what, let's try that other hole so we'll know. notice these are the super small 0.2 millimeter. Yeah, that did it. Okay. And let's see here. I think this is like a, I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell. It's just, I know the really small ones are the 0.2 millimeter. And then you got the 0.4 and the 0.6. I believe that's right. Just going through my extras here to see if any of these are going to fit. It's a no-go. Oh. Let's see what we got here. It's definitely a little bit larger. It's a Phillips. I don't think so. Yeah, that's still too small. A fairly large screw that goes in there. You know, for an Apple screw, that is. That's the same. So we can try one of these. Yeah, that fit. Who knows? Alright, let's test this guy out. I've already got the side sealed. Looks good. Yeah, I've already got the side sealed, but I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of the T7000, just because it adds like a little bit of an extra layer of protection. And I always give people a screen protector when I do these. Because I've had cases where I'll fix a phone and somebody will drop it the next day and they're so upset they come back, and it's hard to say no, you know, to somebody that's in that state of mind. And they just dropped $100 on a screen. And this T7000, so it's basically like a liquid latex, and it provides and just an extra layer of water protection for the foam. It's good stuff. And I do have a seal that came with the display, but I'm not even going to use it. There's already a seal on it, and the T7000's better, so make sure we're good here. Okay, and I'll test everything out when the customer comes back. Looks good. Okay, I'll wipe off any extra from that glue, and then I'll clean the sides up and all that jazz for her also. Last step, getting these guys back in. Alright, that's pretty much it. Now I will put this thing on the heat pad when I put the new screen protector on for it, just because you tend to get less little bubbles and things like that. And these are pretty good screen protectors. I get these pretty cheap, but they're the i9 protection screen protectors. They're very affordable, and 9H, there you go, 9H hardness. Some go by an I and some go by an H. This one uses H. They're like a couple bucks. It's really not a big deal. That's it. Thanks for watching.